Hey, breaking news. Newcastle superstar Kalyn Ponga has, from all reports, this is being reported by Michael Shamus, who is on a tear at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, mate, I think
Is Danny Wadley, is he
still working?
Is he upset?
Is he out of
the dirt? Give us a call. 1300 01 1170.
Is Danny Wadley not doing journalism
Michael
anymore?
Shamus is on
Getting
a tear.
all the big stories.
So he's reporting that Kalyn Ponga has engaged the services of a New Zealand rugby union agent. Now, he is reporting that he could be prepared to walk away from the Knights as early as the end of this year. He's only 27. Now, I hope this doesn't happen, but you've got to probably realise that if Kalyn doesn't want to be there anymore at Newcastle, that the only club that could really afford him will be Perth at the end of next year. And whether he's willing to stay at Newcastle for another year, I'm not quite sure.
I love Kalyn Ponga as a footballer, and when he's playing well, he's such a joy to watch. But, geez, he must be getting frustrated up there. It's been a bit of a one-man band.
I've heard that he's very frustrated. A number of players are very frustrated with the I don't want to say fractured, but there are there's not pure alignment when it comes to all the coaches, and are they all on the same page?
Right.
Some players will report to some, go and get advice from other coaches, and that's not ideal unless the head coach says, listen, I'm going to get you to go and sit with, whoever to talk about your game. That's their part. That's their role. So this is concerning because his father, Andre, has been his manager. Yeah,
well, I'm not sure. I mean, I think you need to have an official agent to manage you in rugby union or to do deals. So, mate, and that might be the case in New Zealand. It obviously must be, otherwise his old man would be doing it because he's done it with him at Newcastle in the NRL. I think he'd be a great rugby union player. I'd much prefer to see him in a Wallabies jersey rather than an All Blacks one, though. Look, I don't know what the answer is to here, but the fact is, it's out there now that he's engaged this manager. Well, it's up to Newcastle if they want to keep him. How hard are you going to fight for him? What are you going to involve him in? I would never involve him in. Well, maybe involve him in the selection of the next coach.
No,
recruitment.
You can't do that with players.
No, you can't.
You can't do it.
But some players you have pretty special stats and you want to hold on to. Style of coach, that sort of stuff. Not person per se. But how long is he contracted for, Sats?
I'm just looking at that now. I think he comes off at the end of 27.
Do you think if he went to the Knights and said, I want to release, what's he on, 1.2 or something, 1.3? It would be a catalyst for them to go, right, well, we're getting a new coach. We need a rebuild. It's going to chuck a heap more money back in the salary cap. Hastings will be gone at the end of this year. There's another 800. They'll have plenty of money in the cap. They can go out and sort of rebuild their stocks. Do you think that's something that they might do?
No, because he's worth too much. He comes off the end of 27. He's worth too much to them from a marketing point of view as well, and a membership point of view, and a kids' engagement point of view. There's too much upside. I was
going to say, in that article from Michael, it says how the Knights are, in some quarters of the club, willing to explore the idea of releasing him, the likes of Fletcher Sharp, into his preferred position at fullback as well. So there's a bit of that going on as well.
I mean, there would be an argument that purely from a salary cap perspective, that Fletcher Sharp makes more sense.
Well, he's going to become $1 million player, though.
What?
Fletcher Sharp will become $1 million player.
Okay,
You're only going to have him for a couple of years, and he's not. Like he's an elite player in the halves and at fullback, and we've seen that.
Probably more at fullback. Probably not. So, I know he grew up playing in the halves, but when you get to NRL level, it's a lot different, isn't it? He's more of a running player, so you'd want to see him. Getting around the field and
scored 3 tries and won him a game playing 5'8".
He did.
Yeah.
But there is a huge upside to having Kalyn there.
Yeah.
When you weigh up injury wise and games on field, and from a salary cap perspective. It would also make sense to entertain the idea, like Geordie just said, Michael Shamus, to at least entertain the idea. And if that's the way they need to go and leave a lot of money left in their salary cap to try and go and explore other options, it makes sense.
Yep. It's for most players, Newcastle is a very inviting place to go and play. Great fan base, great place to live. If they've got money in the bank and they can go out into the market, I think a lot of players' ears might prick up.
So Josh is saying Cherry Evans' deal has been scrapped, leaving the Roosters with more than enough cash. So he's saying Teddy at fullback, and it might be a ruse, getting a New Zealand agent. Ponga 6, Walker 7, Robson 9.
Pretty handy spine, isn't
Not a
it?
bad diamond, is it?
Oh,
Hey?
jeez.
That's all right.
Thanks for watching. For more great content, subscribe to SEN League, your home of the greatest game of all.